December is the best month, if not the most profitable month for signing up new clients. And in this episode, I'm gonna break down why, how to make it happen, and why most coaches fail to capitalize on this very important holiday season. It's coming up in episode 173 of the Client by Client podcast. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In the last episode, why your inputs equal your outputs. And this is an important concept in the last episode we talked about because your environment, you make your environment and then your environment makes you. You are the sum, I'm telling you things you already know, you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And when you understand how to turn those equations, those thoughts and those philosophies in your favor, it makes it so much easier to grow in your online business, to succeed and hit the financial milestones and impact milestones that you know you're capable of. Be sure to backtrack one episode so that you can understand everything you need to know, top to bottom, about why your inputs equal your outputs and what to do with this concept to actually leverage it. In today's episode, I want to help you make December, this month, and every December going forward, your best month ever. And so many coaches just don't think and don't act like December is the best month for signing clients. And by the end of today's episode, you will know exactly why and what to do. Now, if this does resonate with you and you're watching live, I am running a workshop this Monday, December the 11th at 10 a.m. MST to cover every single one of these concepts and to help you implement this into your online business so that you get clients during the remainder of this month. If you're getting this through the podcast, you're a little bit behind the ball, unfortunately. There's not going to be replays. I have 10 seats open. If you would like to be one of those coaches, one of those business owners who joins us for this Zoom workshop, just drop the word December and I'll send you all of the invitation details along with a workbook that we're going to be using to implement and to guide it. I think it's important that we start by understanding what happens if you don't get today's episode right. The first thing that happens is that December is slow and revenue dips. And that's frustrating because with the holidays coming up, with more expenses and probably wanting to do things with your friends and with your family and with your loved ones, you think that clients don't sign up. And so you take your foot off of the pedal and you go along with this assumption, not knowing that December is actually the best month for getting clients. I'll tell you why here in just a couple minutes and throughout the show. The second thing that happens is that this turns into a slow roll into the new year. And that's frustrating because you want momentum and January should be a month of momentum, but you want that only to fall behind and to kind of feel behind the ball once January comes around. So maybe you get into some clarity and some momentum mid-January, but if you had that from the beginning, you would have walked away with the lion's share of clients, and instead you're left with the crumbs and the scraps and the leftovers, essentially. So now we know what happens if we don't get today's episode right. December is slow and revenue dips, and you have a slow roll into January, and so January doesn't end up being the month that it also could be. Now let's talk about why coaches end up with December not being such a good month and what to be doing instead. The first reason why December isn't the best month for you every single year, the first reason is because most coaches just stop trying. And so you take your foot off the pedal thinking that people are already on holiday break and they've checked out, and therefore you also do those same things. But the reality of the situation, and one of the reasons why December is one of the greatest months for signing up new coaching clients, is because the best kinds of clients that you dream of working with this month are thinking about 2024. They're not waiting for January. A lot of people will wait for January. Hell, a lot of people wait till February or March to think about the next year. But the best kinds of clients, the ones that take action, that don't procrastinate, the non-tire kickers, all of those people are thinking about that this month. And they're also making decisions about who they're going to be working with, about who's going to be on their proverbial team to help them accomplish these dreams and these milestones. And so if you stop trying right now and you stop showing up, it makes it really easy for those clients to go somewhere else. And so just by taking your foot off of the pedal, you put yourself on your heels, when in reality, if you were just a little bit more proactive and you stayed in the game and you didn't call the hunt off too soon, you could have made December probably your best month of the year. And so I want to reiterate for you that the best kinds of clients, including people like you listening to this show right now, you're thinking about 2024 now. You're not waiting until January. And so that should also reinforce my argument here that the best kinds of people and clients are thinking about their next year this month. and thinking through and making decisions on who it is they're gonna work with. So thing number one, and why December isn't the best month for you, is because you stopped trying. And so all you need to do is to not call the hunt off too soon, to stay in the game. Yes, there are a couple days where most people are gonna be disconnected from the world and where you probably want to be as well, depending what it is you celebrate, or if you celebrate. Most people are still going to be unavailable during those few days. It doesn't mean that December is not the best month. And because people are deciding what's going to be happening over the next 12 months, during this 12th month should be all the reason more for you to stay in the game, to continue generating conversations, and to continue doing thing number two. The second reason why most coaches, December is a slow revenue and a dipping of revenue kind of month is because you stop demonstrating value. And because you think that people already checked out and in the holiday season, you stop showing up on social media. You stop making offers and invitations to come to your workshop or to your live Zooms. You think that just because the holidays are right around the corner and we're in this holiday season and because the temperature here in the US is a little cold, or in Australia, it gets a little bit more warm, that you are off the hook for stopping and demonstrating value. But the reality is, if you keep showing up and you keep talking to the pains and problems that your market is having, and you talk about the contextual problems about December, you start talking about the next year and talking about how to plan for that and start talking about what the problems are and how to get into momentum for January, like we're talking about here now. You're gonna have more people considering working with you. And if you're that person that's vocal and you're beating that drum of what the vision for 2024 is and your plans for them and about your vision and about what you want and what you know is capable for them, this is gonna increase the likelihood that people are gonna reach out, that they're gonna book a call with you, they're gonna slide into your DM and resonate with the message that you've been sharing, and that creates more conversations, more opportunities, more booked calls, and therefore more paying clients. You need to continue demonstrating that you have value. And in fact, I would go one step further to say that you gotta continue demonstrating value with your paying clients if you have folks in your program right now. It's very easy to assume that everyone is taking all this time off, guys, but the most serious kinds of people, and probably the ones that have invested with you, they're dreaming about lofty goals too. And so if you want to be a continuous part and not making the assumption that they're going to continue working with you into the next year and throughout the next year, then you got to continue demonstrating value, and you got to continue being a part of their life and a part of their world, helping them conquering problems right now. And so in whatever market you're in, this is a great opportunity to pause this episode right now, or while you're hearing me ranting and raving to you, send a text to your clients and ask them how December's going so far, what's on their radar, asking them what is coming up for them during the holidays and how they plan to celebrate it, and getting a feel and a gauge for what problems they're dealing with right now, where it is their heart and mind is focused right now, and how you can best be aligned with their vision for this month and for the next 12 months ahead. And if you wait until January, it's going to be too late. And some of those folks that you have right now paying you in your program or paying you for one-on-one coaching right now, they're making decisions about who's going to be on their team. And sure, they might be thinking about you, but they're also going to be thinking about all of the other folks and coaches who are still showing up in their email inbox, showing up in their LinkedIn feed or their Instagram or in their ads and whatever platform that they're on, because they haven't stopped demonstrating their value, and they're still making the case because they know from being in business for so long that December and going into January is the best time for signing up new clients, and that those are when the best clients sign up. Thing number two is you have to continue demonstrating value. Do not stop showing value and talking about the pains and problems at large and contextually during these 45 to 60 days of the year. Lastly, thing number three, if you've gotten value at this point in the episode, take a screenshot, post it to your story. I invite you to help me spread this message of this client by client and leverage coach philosophy. Take a screenshot, post it to your story, tag me at WhatUpJeremy. I'd love to return the favor by sharing you out onto my story, and maybe us together can impact more people. And this show does not grow through ads, it only grows through word of mouth and by me bringing you value, and like Henry just said, dropping fire with you every single day here. Lastly, thing number three, how to make December your best month of the year every single year, is you got to be thinking about pre-filling January. One of the issues is that you're going to get out of your food coma come Christmas, right? Come whatever holiday it is that you celebrate, or coming off of this time where everyone does disconnect for those 2 or 3 days. And you're going to be wanting to be in momentum. You're going to want paying clients. You're going to want money flowing in. But if you're behind the ball on this and you don't have clients going into January, It's going to be really hard to get into momentum. And I see this every single year is that so many coaches start thinking the second week of January, the third week of January of what the next year is going to look like. And the reality is 80% of the market that they're going after has already made their decisions and signed up with the coach they're going for, signed up with the service provider that they're wanting to help them in their online business, signing up with that expert or that consultant that they've been thinking about. And so if you right now take this to heart and take this message today and implement it. What you don't want to do is be on your heels waiting. You need to be on your toes in the action mode. And whether it's right now before December 24th, essentially, December 23rd in the evening is really where you start to say, okay, the world's kind of unplugged. And if you are on the ball though right now, there's still a chance that you're gonna get people signing up during that time and making their gift for themselves your help. And their family maybe even rooting for them to sign up for your help during that time. But that will not happen if you stop demonstrating value. And that will not happen if you call the hunt off too soon and you stop trying and you take your foot off of the pedal. And so if you want to roll into January with money already on the books, with clients already signed up and in the process of signing up, you must be pre-filling that right now and during these next 3.5 weeks. Clients are not going to sign up on their own no matter what month it is. And every now and again, we all get that bluebird client that kind of just pops onto our lap that we weren't expecting. And those times are awesome. And that's a big blessing. But when you're proactive and you have the right plan and you align your messaging, AKA the pains and problems of the market, and you show up every single day demonstrating value day in and day out with the hope and with the knowledge that clients are still signing up even in December, even during the holiday week towards the end of this month, during Christmas week. This is going to set you up for success in December and help you go into January with momentum, excited about the next 12 months, not sitting there thinking about how you're going to generate revenue, how you're going to generate conversations, how you're going to get clients during that month. You already have the right plan. You already have the right, at least mindset and attitude just from this episode, and you'll be far more likely to look at December and going into January differently every year forward and able to and to capitalize on and make December your best month every single year. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about what happens when you take action without the right plan. Whenever you are ready, here are a couple ways I can help you get clients consistently. First, download your free copy of GetBook CRM. If you're managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, from Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn Mail, whatever social platform, your email inbox, and you're not using something to manage your pipeline, I promise you, you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money and clients on the table every single week and month. That's why I created GetBook CRM. What started out as a free and simple way for me to manage my leads and pipeline and turn prospects into clients faster has quickly become a favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community, which I'll tell you about here in a second. To download your free copy now, it's my gift to you. You'll get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. Just find me over on Instagram or wherever you're getting the show and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got coaches from all over the world, expert speakers, authors, consultants, and digital service providers, all implementing my best trainings and resources for starting and growing an online business and getting clients consistently. Join us in the Leverage Coach community where all ships rise in a high tide. For your free invite now, just find me on Instagram and message me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. Probably the best and fastest way that I can help you get results in your online business. Every month I get a couple coaches together to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your existing client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So this is only for you if you meet the following criteria. I've just blanked because I say it differently every episode. That's absolutely hilarious. So this is only for you if you are a relationship-focused business owner who always puts the clients ahead of the money. You've been working with clients for at least 6 months to a year or growing your online business for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients every single week or month without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or Facebook group. You are willing to take bold, inspired action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's what you want, you grab your phone right now, give that Instagram map the old tap, do a little search, find me at WhatUpJeremy if we're not connected already. Give me a follow, binge on some reels while you're there. And when you're ready, I want for you to message me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business and about your vision for the next 12 months. And then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the program, about my proven track record for helping coaches get clients consistently over the last 10 years of my career. And we'll also identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, all you have to do is find me over on Instagram. A new world awaits for you by messaging me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. See you in the next one. Cheers. Henry T, what's up, bro? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. If you're getting this show on LinkedIn, share this with your connections. They'll be thankful and grateful that you did. Or drop what's standing out to you most from today's episode. Maybe your experience with December over the last couple years. If you're getting this on Facebook Watch, Facebook family, what is going on? Leave me a reaction, drop a comment with what was most valuable to you. What are you walking away with from today's episode? Again, doing a free workshop this Monday. I've got 10 seats only, no replays. You can drop the word December wherever you're tuning into this, and I can get you an invite along with a copy of the workbook for us to implement during the 10 a.m. Monday the 11th live Zoom. If you're over on YouTube, what's going on? You can hit subscribe and the notification bell. You'll get tuned in with all the episodes and all the videos I posted here since 2015 and all the new ones. You can get the latest episode right here or on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, along with all of the episodes right here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys back on Monday. Big thanks. Cheers.